mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot. We're here with you guys in the building for show 499. Goddamn. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here, everybody. We appreciate it.
Malcolm.
You guys have been here for the start of this journey. This is show 499. Lord.
Woo. That is worthy of a celebration, guys.
Absolutely.
That is definitely worthy of a celebration. And let's get it out the way right away. We on Saturday.
Saturday, guys. So show 500 on Saturday. Don't ask why, just be there. All right?
Exactly.
Sorry if that we'll throw something else up on Friday.
Oh yeah,
on Thursday
I'm gonna premiere another old school joint or something.
Yeah,
on Thursday. We kind of keep the line moving.
Yes.
As we say, and so yeah, that's a definite go. Again, super proud to put in this kind of effort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To service our community in our way, right?
Yeah.
This is how we service our community. Live, learn, laugh, love. Okay? The 4 L's. Live, learn, laugh, and love. You gotta live. You know what I'm saying? You have to breathe. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. You have to learn while you're here. Right? Your whole process here is to know why you're here. Because you didn't come here just to get a job. Gotta laugh. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, just to be therapeutic with it. And the ultimate is love. The ultimate reason you're here is love for you, love for your family, love for your environment, love for your community, overall love. So those are the principles that we truly do abide by here. And we hope you are here having a great time. Speaking of love, today marks the 17th year of my 10-year anniversary. Let me explain. I know that sounds crazy. What do you mean the 17th year of your 10-year anniversary? At the 10-year mark of our love and union, we had a 10-year celebration. And it was overseen by the elder Phil Valentine, who I think this was the best wedding ever. I'm just gonna call it
great.
What it is.
Great. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, today marks the 17th year of that celebration. We put a link in the description, so after this is over, if you want to see a little small clip, of how me and wifey. You might even see Malcolm in there. You might.
I was a groomsman. I was there.
I know. I'm just Malcolm in a little tux or something. You see Odyssey running around. It's really really nice, and you guys would enjoy that. Any other announcements? If you would like to commemorate or shout us out for show 500, you can send it to sales at urbanx.nyc. 1 minute, nothing more than a minute.
So you got.
Don't start, because on show 12, I remember y'all said that, man, and it pulled me through. But on show 19, man, I was almost late, but I caught the end of it, man. And then don't do all of that. We appreciate it. If you want to just be like, I appreciate you. Happy, congratulations on show 500, blah, 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 blah. Send it to sales at urbanx.nyc, and we would like to play that on show 500.
Right, and for the people who did not hear the news, after show 500, the way the show, Urban X Podcast, will be run is Mondays, business as usual. We're here with you guys, same time, same place. Thursdays, though, will be for members only, commercial free, raw and uncut, for members only. All right, Thursday shows.
Yes, that's how that's going to go. Because every day I turn around, YouTube is doing something else, man. And, and we can't get caught with our pants down. No Diddy. You know what I mean? And so that's what we're preparing for. Side note, episode 3 of Somebody's Gotta Say It.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the membership already. It's cooking.
It's membership.
Black Dot is cooking.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
Yeah. You making me look bad right now. I'm going to get in there.
I'm in there cooking.
Yeah.
And so episode 3 is up. And so, again, for the members, we redesigning the landing page for those who have signed up, because a lot of people have signed up lately. We thank you for your support. Your $10 helps keep this going. Like I said, we don't have no big sponsorships and none of that kind of stuff. So we really depend on the people.
Yeah, and if you have, because somebody just said that they were paying twice. I felt like I checked that just now or early before we got on, and he said he's paying for 2. I saw only 1, so send both emails you might have signed up with, and then I'll get you squared away, bro. But
yeah.
Any issues, info at urbanx.nyc. Yeah, and let's get to some stuff. Let's get to a few shout outs. Shout out to I saw somebody say they from South Delaware in this hole. Okay. I saw Tampa. Shouts out to y'all. Y'all got a lot going on in Florida, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Roll Tide. Y'all wasn't rolling last weekend. Y'all lost to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that was bad.
Say that. Naptown in the building, what's good?
Yeah.
New Haven in the building, what's good? BX in the building, Wilmington, what's good? Justice Born. Wilmington,
Peace.
North Carolina, what's happening?
Fort Lauderdale, Detroit.
I saw
in the
UK.
building.
I saw Yorkshire in the UK, what's good?
Greensville, South Carolina, in the building. Denver.
What's happening? DMV, what's good? San Diego. BK by way of Atlanta.
LA is
Elmira.
always in the building. Appreciate you.
DC, Detroit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, I got my headphones in now, so I think the echoing that you might have heard is gone. Let me know.
Maybe. We'll see.
Let me know. All right. Louisville in the house. ATL. Thank you guys. Memphis in the building. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Okay, Famously Black. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate
Congrats,
it.
and congrats to you.
And congrats to you as well.
And congrats to you as well.
Absolutely.
Right. So let's get to some stuff, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I teased my pops about his TikTok rabbit holes that he goes down, and he be sending me stuff in the middle of the night, and it'd be all over the place. But I'm not gonna lie, this Hurricane Helen stuff, ill, right? And what's going on in a lot of these towns. I'm seeing before and afters of some of these places, and it's insane. Like entire like neighborhoods gone. Like it's blown my mind, right? And then the connections between the lithium mines and who has the rights to the lithium mines and who signs off on it. It's a lot of stuff. And then, I thought like, okay, cool. Like not cool, but I thought I was getting a hang of some stuff. Then I'm hearing about Hurricane Milton is a Category 5 now. That's making its way. And I'm just like, I've never seen this many strong hurricanes back to back like that.
Yes.
That seems like excessive as hell to me, right? Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, he is talking about trying to, plan a major evacuation out of certain cities and certain towns in Florida, so they won't get hit. There are a lot of people bracing themselves right now. And my lady, she asked me, she goes, "Yo," because she's going down the same rabbit holes I'm going down. And she was just like, "Yo, like you really think they can like really control the weather?" I was like, "No, and I've showed her old like news clips from different spots of them just kind of openly talking about things that how they can manipulate weather. Like in Dubai, like it don't really rain out there, so they are very open with how they're able to kind of manipulate the weather so it can sometimes rain out there. It was a few news stations when they were kind of just openly talking about it. And I'm like, yo, this could very well be like, because this is crazy.
Yeah.
What'd you think? When you heard about like Hurricane Milton, what'd you think about it?
Well, I'm going to go back to Hurricane Helena first. The way that came through and ravaged that town. Now, there's some people saying those are sundown towns and whatever. But the lithium there, first of all, it's a black community originally. These sundown towns, a lot of them are towns that were taken over, and scaring people off and things of that nature. But once I found out that there was the biggest, or allegedly the biggest supply of lithium in the United States is in that town, I'm always telling people this is a very simple equation. Follow the money, right? And then when we find out that BlackRock and Vanguard,
allegedly,
let's get right to it, are the biggest investors in this lithium, because the lithium is needed for batteries, and car batteries, and computer chips, or whatever the case may be. And sitting on the board or an investor in Vanguard is the husband of Kamala Harris. This thing really piqued my ears up. Like, that's interesting, because the one person I saw during the middle of the crisis when people are talking about FEMA ain't got no more money was Kamala Harris saying we only have $750 for these people. And who stands to benefit?
And I want to talk about that too, because now the news is kind of working overtime to kind of absolve this administration from any malpractice when it comes to FEMA, because they're going, well, it's not true that the support money or recovery money for the people in these towns that were ravaged by the hurricane, that there's no money because of the money that was being given to the migrants. They're playing word games, because apparently that their funds have been decimated because they have been supporting these migrants. Now, it might be two different accounts, but there was a person, I forgot his name, he said they always routinely swap money between accounts to, for what they need to do. And he said they have money all the time for what they want their money for. If they want to send money to Israel, they want to send money to Ukraine, they know where to find it. But now all of a sudden they don't know where to find, money to help these people. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, and that's the critical point, because you're playing with people's livelihood, right?
Yeah.
So now you want to get all technical about where we're going to find the money. But when is it real needs money, and Ukraine and all of this other stuff, that money is ready. Like they just at the machine printing that shit out, right? And so don't tell me that when my house is floating down the river, or I've lost family members, and we need real help. And again, guys, because of the time we live in, everybody who has a cell phone, a podcast, an Instagram is a reporter. And so what used to be controlled media, we'll talk about that too, because Hillary Clinton is starting to wild out on that, is now everything is sort of imbalanced because real people are on the ground saying FEMA can't get in. It's truck drivers saying we've been trying to bring supplies, we can't get in. So what part of the operation is this? They're offering people money for their land. This is how they do it. They did this in Hawaii when the so-called, what was those fires?
The it was a fires.
Yeah,
Like it was like a wildfire.
That took place and offering the money for the cheap. And so this is a process. And you let wifey know it is undoubtedly true that they can create storms anytime they want. I learned that 25 years ago when we were speaking about HARP, High Area Auroral Research Project, or whatever the acronyms are now, because they change, and how they can lasso a storm. Because when you're talking about storm, you're talking about different pressure points. How to infuse pressure and then move the storm. And that is a weapon of terror. Because if I can make it rain over your crops for 60 days straight, y'all can't eat. Or not make it rain. There's no rain here. And so that becomes a weapon. These people are always trying to play God, right? And in the 5% lessons, it used to be what makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. And Elijah Muhammad and Farad Muhammad, Master Farad was telling us our thought process creates all of that. You know what I mean?
Elijah Muhammad's birthday today.
Say it again?
It's actually his birthday today.
Elijah Muhammad?
Yes.
All right. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Maybe I'll get one of my impersonations in today.
Please don't do it. Don't do it.
Maybe I will.
Don't do it.
I ain't scared of niggas. Maybe I will. Okay, and so now as we move on to Hurricane Milton, right behind that one, excuse me, and they said in Tampa almost has like a bubble over it. So it usually never gets hit. It goes around Tampa. Yeah. This one, they said, is heading straight for Tampa. It could change based on, how things move. And this, they saying, is going to be devastating. All right? And so to all of our family out there, get out of there if you are in, those areas which could be hit.
If you can.
If you can, I know Lord knows the number down there, and Chanel are probably in that vicinity. It's a combo of naturally occurring phenomenon exasperated with HARP. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, because it is like hurricane season, right?
Yes, right.
So
but, you can put some air under that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a Category 5 happening at a different time, it'd be like, all right, y'all, what are y'all doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And so. And this is how they can clear off land, because at the end of the day, they need the resources, right? Yeah. So let's say you need the oil. That's why we go give democracy to other countries, Malcolm. Because we find out they got all that oil. Yeah. We need the oil. Bitch, oil. Oil. Who's listening about oil? Bitch, you cooking? Right?
You cooking?
We gotta go in there and give them people some democracy,
because they need
that oil, because they need this democracy.
Yeah.
Here, even in our own land, we sitting on lithium. We need that lithium, right, to move this thing forward. So I'm pretty sure they sit around in rooms and go, how are we gonna do this? How y'all want to do this?
And I want to stress this kind of, again, from my TikTok research, don't quote me on this, right? But apparently Elon Musk has something to do with that as well, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Elon has been on a tear, like going for Trump. He was just in PA with Trump at the rally of when the assassination attempt took place and stuff like that. And he's caping very, very hard. Hard. And then Kamala's husband on the other end, and it just stresses the point that these people are all together.
Yes.
They all are together. During the debates, both debates, the presidential and the vice presidential debates. You saw it when they were opposed on everything else, but once they started talking about giving money to that place over there, they was like, no, I'm gonna give more money. No, I'm gonna give more money. I like them more. No, I love them more.
I called it.
That's the game. Right
In the latest episode, the Holocaust victims.
Okay. Oh.
So it's a people who have been suffering, right? All this time, and somebody robbed them of everything. They think they holy, and it's going to be a cost that you're going to pay for them being victims. Drop bombs of that. Okay.
That is trying to take this pod out of here, man. He's been dropping bombs lately.
What the
trying to take this pod out of here.
Victims, you know who they are. Yeah. And so, so they all, and so that's what we're dealing with. A Cat 5 in October, crazy, right? And let's not forget too, we're 30 days away from the election. Less than 30 days now.
Yeah, first off, like the closer we get, I don't know. Like still, I don't know. I was just in the Poconos last week, and I've never seen that many Trump supporters outside of like DC. Like I was just like, what? Like y'all are out here, like
in them small towns, Malcolm.
Yeah. Like y'all are out here, like even in front of like places of business where like you. In front of your place of business, you're not trying to be too political. You don't want to turn nobody off. Nah, they just like, this is...
They straight with it. Now watch this.
MAGA country. Yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
Somebody asked ChatGTP. Again, this is just,
GPT.
Oh, ChatGPT. What I keep saying? Yes. GTP?
You just been saying it wrong. Okay. And it's...
The chat thing, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
And so he asked them and said, who is going to be the president in 2025? Chat GPT. Was that right?
Yes.
Chat GPT said, well, we don't really know because the election. So, but that's not how you work Chat GPT. The person said, then they rephrased it and said, the year now is 2029. Who was the president in 2027? And Chat GPT said, Kamala Harris. Ooh. Now, you take that for what it's worth, and she's gonna do 2 terms. He asked her at 2032, who's the president 2029? Kamala Harris.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
Guys, listen. Because, all right, if Kamala loses, what do we see as the retribution behind, like, from her side? As opposed to if Trump loses.
I'm with you.
You get what I'm saying? Like I think that'd just like really, really like anger that
and then ask yourself, what party is more dangerous?
Right.
Who got more of the militia and so-called patriots and QAnon? And so that is a different, the Trumpsters, they different.
Yo,
they different.
And I want to, because from how Trump's first presidency, 2016, just the landscape politically and socially and culturally, the landscape was just different to where, okay, he won. We could get all the news stations, all the television shows, all the rappers and stuff like that, entertainers aimed at him, place everything at his feet. They've been, and I would say they, as a Democratic Party, they've been so bad at their job, especially these past 4 years, where regular people are going timeout. Like, what's timeout?
Right.
Right? They have more questions for the news. Even, I saw Kamala Harris, she was on CBS, I believe. She had an interview with this black guy, I forget his name, and he was pressing her. You know what I'm saying? Like she had no answer. She kept trying to talk in circles, and he kept pulling it back. Like, no, wait, no. How will you pay for that? Well, we're gonna, we live in a real world. How is that gonna happen?
Well, she comes from a small town, Malcolm.
in a working class family.
In a working class family,
So if like I said, if Trump loses and they win, it's just a different like exterior from 2016. Like a lot of stuff is just gonna look different. It'll feel different. So it won't be the we're saved, from Big Bad Trump. It's just gonna be the ghost of Trump and his supporters is gonna haunt whoever wins.
And we have to add this too, Malcolm. We went through COVID. We went through a lot of traumatic stuff since Trump came out of office. And the psychological effects of all of those things have put us in this is a weird place to be in, man.
Yeah, it is.
Usually the election for me, I got my popcorn, I'm just like, who talking what? And when we cross over, it's usually the same shit, Somebody made some promises, this one made some promises. This one is now in, nothing changes. Because I look at, again, I'm Virgo, so we are very analytical. I just look at black people's conditions over the last 100 years and go, same shit. I don't know who the president was. Nothing really spiked for my people collectively, whoever was the president. So to me, it really don't matter. And when I explain that to people, they get real in their emotions. No, we gotta, okay, but just show me through actual results.
Yeah.
What you're talking about. I don't want to hear the fantastic stuff. And so, but this time, feels a little different. Feels a little like whoever wins, my butthole might pause, no Diddy, might squinch up a little bit, just on some, this feels different. That's all I'm saying.
Real quick. It's Lady Hotep says, y'all talking like it was left-wingers out there with BLM after George Floyd. Both sides are crazy. We've been saying both sides are crazy.
We said that, yeah.
And it was both, like, everybody was out there wanting because they just needed some air. Like, I don't think they would really.
I don't understand the question because
I don't even have
everybody was released into the streets at the same time. Coming out of COVID, and the Floyd joint just kind of gave that a little bit of push to move in a certain direction, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So back to what I was saying, this time just feels a little different. It just feels like whoever wins is going to be some form of consequences. If Trump wins, what does that mean for democracy? If Kamala wins, what does that mean for the Constitution and the country itself? It just feels different. So whatever side you voting on, that's your business. This just feels different. That's all.
Yeah. So I had to get a new TV. So we had somebody come in and put it up on the wall, and it's somebody like I've met before. So like we kind of talking, and he's trying to like gauge like who I'm voting for. He says, "How you feeling, man?" So I'm just like giving him
general,
broad, general, and like he didn't trick me because my lady, she's like tapping me on the leg because she knows how I get, and he's like trying to fill me out on like how I'm gonna vote and stuff like that and what I believe and things, and he's saying like all the right stuff. He's like, I don't believe neither one of them, but like one is clearly a liar, right? So I'm trying to figure out which one is he talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like figure out like where's he going with this? And then he goes, one is a convicted felon and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, all right, okay. I see what you're getting at. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. I'm just like, yeah, man.
I'm with whoever you with. Like when I go places, especially around like elderly people, they don't play that shit, Malcolm. So when they start talking, I'm like, you damn right Kamala's gonna win this shit.
Listen, in Delaware, man, like it's a lot of like in the area I'm at, it's a lot of black people who I could tell listen to just CNBC and CNN. Like I'm in the barbershop and like they're not giving any constructive thoughts. Like I could tell their thoughts are not their thoughts. So I stay quiet. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Facts, word.
But being swift and changeable is what it's about. Yeah. If I get around some hillbillies and they talking that Trump shit, I'm like, because he's obviously the best candidate.
I was in the I went to the gun store out here.
Oh yeah.
And obviously all of them in there, Trump supporters. So they talking, they mad as hell. And I'm like, yeah, facts. But I walked in. It was funny because I walked in with the red, black, and green fish shirt that we had on.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if they looking at me weird, but I was agreeing with everything they were talking about. So I was just like,
Yeah,
word.
That ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, facts. Exactly.
I'm black, but
yeah,
I want my gun now. Don't get it twisted.
I'm like, how much is that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so, those be the things you got to do. Shit.
Yep. Can't turn it off. All right, let's get some more stuff.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Hillary Clinton, she's been like back in the public, making appearances and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's not a lot of people when I see their face, like I don't get like a real, she's one of those people like she does something to my stomach and it ain't
Mama
good.
Doc
like
said the same thing. She said
she just looks
like the boogeyman.
evil. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she just looks like
if you've known what I've seen, what I've done.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she looks like
So she's talking about like misinformation, stuff like that on social media, and how social media needs to be reeled in, and how we need to be able to kind of combat misinformation as it pertains to Trump and as it pertains to the election and things like that. And I saw another interview. I forget what platform it was, but apparently the Democratic Party is really upset with Mark Zuckerberg because they blame Facebook. They blame him for the reason she lost in 2016. They really are. So I don't know if you've peeped him. He's kind of went through like an image change lately. Like he's dressing cooler. He's letting his hair grow. He don't look like a reptilian robot like he usually does.
Yeah, because he's very stiff.
Exactly. So he's kind of trying to, and then he hired a Republican campaign manager, a former Republican campaign manager, to kind of change up his image. So now he's identifying as a libertarian. So he can't, like a centrist, so he can't get caught in between. Because remember, he exposed that the Democrats wanted to suppress a lot of what was going on with Hillary Clinton and things like that. So he's trying to himself, I guess, be swift and changeable as well. But Hillary Clinton, again, her openly saying like we kind of need to have more censorship, but as it pertains to misinformation, it's bold as hell. Bold as hell.
First of all, that goes against the goddamn First Amendment. Isn't freedom of speech, right?
Right.
Yes, and the ability to say what you feel. It's funny because what she's saying is we want to be able to control the information you get. And if you're controlling the information we get, how do we know that information we getting is not misinformation, disinformation? Yeah. Do you really trust your government?
Right.
Huh? Really? Right? Don't answer that because I know a lot of y'all do. That's why y'all stay plugged into CNN and believe everything they tell you. This ain't for you. Other than that, we know what time it is. How many times they've lied or misled, misdirected, misinformed, and y'all want to control. See, that was what happened when social media became what it was. It opened Pandora's box, right? Yeah. So now information is moving rapidly. Now, they still through Al, Go, and Rhythm, right? Mm-hmm. The three, gods who cover this, they still can watch most of it. And now they have AI working with them as well. So Al, Go, and Rhythm have AI with them. So now all they doing is sending out, I told you this, the sentients. You know what I'm saying? And if you pop up and you saying something that the sentients come right in and look at Morpheus be like the Neo. Until them shits go by, right?
Yeah.
Just trying to give you an analogy. And so that's what's going on here. And they're trying to control all of that, but it's too many small little holes. They can't plug them all.
It's really fast. Like social media is one of those things where like if they had a goal behind the creation of it, it's one of those things where like they had to know the opposite side of the coin.
Yes.
Right? Like you can't control an entire news cycle with social media if you control an algorithm. If something really ill happens, you can make something iller happen over here that just kind of forces everybody's eyes to go other. Because I wanted to say this, right? I said this on our morning meetup on Sunday, yesterday, right? They keep releasing more and more, or it seems like they're releasing more and more information on the Diddy situation, but they're not.
Right, it's the same shit.
Right? They're recycling like the same 3 stories, and it makes it seem like it's more information coming out, and it keeps your attention there. I was saying like it gets to the point where, because even in the initial Rico stuff, we knew that information, we knew all of it.
Yeah.
Right? So them making it more of a big deal, interviewing more people and everybody else, it seems like this is a orchestrated effort to again subvert your attention from where it needs to be.
It is, and remember, you burn a lot of energy on the shit, right? Because it isn't. It's a mental, intellectual energy that you burn from it, but it's still energy nonetheless.
Right.
I told this, we live in a digital realm now, and so the mental energy we put into it, it still exhausts you. Now, we're a podcast, so yeah, we're going to cover it, but we are not going to beat that into the ground because we know that when we look too much this way, it's a lot going on that way. And that's how they do control the social media realms, because they can place 2 and 3 things out at the same time. And demographically speaking, niggas gonna be over here checking for this. We might get some people who are into politics who caught that. We passed the law. Only a few people caught that. 7 CEOs from 23andMe, only a few people may have caught that. And so they have mastered how to splinter that audience into different particles so that we can't ever put the whole story together. Still dealing with my matrix itch. Go back, look at the green lines coming up and down. If you don't know what they mean, they just lines, right? But if you understand them and you can read them, they all make sense. So that's the give and take of this social media, because even with the hurricane, we talked about this too in the morning meetup. Shout out to morning meetup UX90 group 1 year anniversary. You can join, right?
Yes.
Is that as fast as that information came out about the lithium, about BlackRock, about Vanguard, 20 years ago, that would have took us 6-7 months. We'd have had to wait for a lecture from Phil Valentine, and they would have been putting down transparencies of something they got from the library, and then the information is already over. That was a different era. This information, it's people on it. People putting dots together and connecting a lot of stuff. Shout out, 50-year journey. Malcolm, is it true if you have the VRN and you use
VPN,
you can East Coast?
Yeah, because so your timeline, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, your timeline is based on your algorithm, which you've been searching. So if you start a fresh, say you start a fresh YouTube channel, right? It's serving you videos it thinks that you want to watch. So if you watch a video like this, they're gonna start serving you more like that, and people, more information like this. Like so you have to. So when people use VPNs, it's like that's why like we talk about like your algorithm being your world. Like,
Right.
It's literally your reality. It's what you see. Somebody showed an example. We talked about this on TikTok, where it was a man versus women kind of like discussion, and she checked her the comments, and it's all women agreeing, like, oh my god, he was so wrong. She told her boyfriend to watch the same video. On his, it was guy comments agreeing with guys.
Yeah.
So that's how you stay in your world. If you're into the red pill stuff, you're gonna see red pill stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into the conscious stuff, you're gonna see conscious stuff. You have to kind of watch a bunch of different things. You know what I'm saying? Trick the algorithms as much.
And that's the key to it. It's because, remember, this is starting to mimic your reality. If you buying a new car and you want a Chevy Suburban, do you know you'll start seeing a bunch of Chevy Suburbans around? Like, how?
Everywhere.
It's because your mental vibration is just like that. It's just that this is in the digital realm. So you might literally look up a Chevy Suburban, and then all your ads seem to be the same. And they're trying to mimic this, the replication of real thought, because that's how you bring things into your existence that you really want in the so-called real world. And so it is a weird thing, but trick the algorithms. I told y'all that years ago.
Yeah.
You have to be this on TikTok, that on Instagram, some of this on YouTube. You know what I mean? And so that you can at least, because if not, they just gonna keep feeding you and reinforcing what they think it is that you want. And now you are saturated with shit. And you might have just looked up shit, you know?
Exactly.
Damn, I looked up Chinese midgets one time, and now all the ads are just Chinese midgets. Would you like some Chinese? Damn, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that kind of stuff.
And Mr. Inglewood said, watch something ratchet in between. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we shall be right back.
Yeah, like if this was the new Thursday show, we would just...
No commercials.
We
just
would
going
just
to
be
go
going straight through. But
like
for the free people, you know, we got to do commercials.
We got to pay bills.
Got to pay bills. See?
Struggling with school? Feeling frustrated by a school system that limits your child's potential? You're not alone. At Touchstone Learning Solutions, we believe your child deserves so much more. Children deserve the opportunity to flourish and reach their full potential. For too long, students have been confined to a system that stifles creativity, critical thinking, and self-reliance. It's time for something better. The world needs thinkers, innovators, and leaders, and that's exactly what Touchstone Learning Solutions is here to develop. Our learning profile isn't just an assessment, it's a personalized roadmap for how your child learns, processes information, and solves problems. Our approach reveals their unique strengths, fostering growth through creativity, curiosity, and leadership. Traditional education is outdated. Don't let it limit your child's potential. Touchstone is your partner in unlocking their ability to succeed, not just in the classroom, but in life. Start with your free learning profile today. Click the link, enter your email, and begin your child's personalized learning journey. The future belongs to leaders. Let's get them there. Act now.
Welcome to Turn a New Leaf, where we believe in the power of nature to heal and transform. In a world filled with synthetic solutions, we offer a different path. A path rooted in ancient wisdom. Just as every leaf in nature has the potential to change and grow, so too do we have that potential and power to transform our lives. Our mission is simple: empowering individuals to reclaim control of their health. Behind every product is our team that is dedicated and committed to harnessing the power of nature to provide you with safe, effective solutions. So whether you're looking to support your immune system, improve your digestion, lose weight, or simply enhance your overall well-being, we have something for you. So take the first step on your journey to optimal health. Visit our website today and start turning a new leaf with Turn a New Leaf, nature's solution for a healthier, happier you. See you on the other side of health.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending you glad tidings and blissful energy. I am so grateful to continuously be a channel for your higher self and your spirit team. Whether you're receiving an angel oracle card reading for confirmation, clarity, or guidance in your life, or you're going through certain pressures and wanting to release some anxiety, I'm here to provide mental clarity with the mental healing session. I am open for singles and couples alike, so be sure to connect with me on my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, in order to schedule all your sessions, see my availability, and all services. You can also reach out to me via phone or text at 786-828-8722. In the meantime, be sure to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos available for you to assist you on your journey. Thank you so much for allowing me to continuously be this vessel wealthy family. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
And we are back.
We are back.
Thank you
Shout
guys
out
for joining us.
Solutions.
Learning
my man
Solutions.
Ed got a learning program to de-scramble, you know what I'm saying, the construct that has been put on the minds of our young people. This is critical because young people are the ones, it's their time, it's their future. A lot of us, I called it nigger mortis. You know what I'm saying? When your mental, physical, and spiritual arteries harden to the point where you are stuck in a certain kind of way doing things, right? So it's rigor mortis, but for us it's worse, nigger mortis. But for young people, you know I'm always coming up with these terminologies, but young people have an opportunity to change the direction of their lives and change reality as we know it, as long as their thought process is not channeled and narrowed into certain kind of ways. And so Touchstone Solutions is about opening that up and showing them the unlimited possibilities of being creative, and the rest is what it is. And you know, Chanel is in there breaking it down, flipping the cards and getting that going so you can know what's going on in these trying times right now. These are trying times.
Yes, and if you need any supplements, if plant-based supplements that you want to add to your regimen, workout regimen, visit turnnewleaf.com. I use the whey protein. It's not whey, it's plant-based whey protein. And I have what else do I have? I bought something else. Bought a few other things in there.
Yeah, Mama Doc got some of that stuff. So
yeah, very good stuff. So check that out as well.
Very good stuff.
Check that out as well. People who saw me at the Gathering in Masses said, Mike, you look like you're working out. I was like, I am. And I'm also using Turn a New Leaf. Right?
I love it.
Check that out.
I love it.
It's the truth. Real quick, I saw a funny comment when we was in commercial break. Somebody, Bliss Singh, said that they're working on trying to send smells through the TV screen. If that is true, I am cooked. I am cooked.
It's over for me, bro, because I be looking at the Popeyes
chicken.
I
am cooked. Yeah.
And my imagination is already strong.
Yeah.
Now you're going to bring the smell through the TV? It's over.
So there's apparently it's like a cup, right, where they have these smell capsules, right? And they attach it to like the rim of the cup with water. And because it smells like something else, it tricks your brain to thinking that you're drinking something else. What if you could do that with like food, right? So like you smell, or you get like a smell for like McDonald's or something, but you eating some like vegan stuff. That could help you lose weight, no?
Son, that's what they're doing with the everything tastes like chicken. So that's a deep embedded program. But listen to this, Malcolm. I don't want to get, but scratch and sniff on your OnlyFans.
See, hey.
I have to go there, Malcolm.
You had to take it there.
Okay, listen, I'm paying
I had
the
a
price.
$1 billion idea.
But for premium, you get the upsell. You could scratch the TV. She be sitting there like this, nigga.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, go and smell that, nigga.
Goodness.
Niggas will pay extra. Niggas will pay extra for that. Niggas pay extra. Okay, all right. I had to throw it out there. Anywho, let's talk about these VR glasses.
Yes, so we talked about the Meta Orion glasses, right? And they like AR, VR glasses that like the capabilities of these things are crazy, right?
Yes.
So apparently some students at Harvard, and I think this is not, matter of fact, I think these are the Ray-Ban glasses that they did this with.
Yes.
So these students at Harvard created this AI tool bot paired with the glasses, with the Meta Ray-Ban glasses, and they were able to, like, if they see somebody, it reads with the AI bot that they created. The AI bot goes through social media, finds the person, finds where they live, finds what they did, finds any articles related to these people. And they just did it, and then they were joking with their other Harvard buddies. And I was like, no, arrest them. This is
Malcolm. But that's what the government is doing now. With facial recognition, come on. When you want to know about the unknown, you study it on. The facial recognition is not just getting your face. They know everything about you. So these two Harvard guys, they just created a docs where, and he walked up on a dude on the subway. He looked at the guy and got his whole history. And he mentioned, oh, you were part of that program that helps inner city children. And the guy was like, yeah. He was all hype about it.
Yeah.
And he shook his hand. He never met this guy a day in his life.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? And so imagine how scary that is if you could put that on little children. Now let's get serious about it. And you know where this kid lives. This thing is very, very dangerous in the wrong hands.
Yeah,
You know
they
what
did
I'm
it on some like humbug, like that's just,
They was being goofy about it, but I was paying attention, right?
Yeah.
So now police officer stops you. He already know who you are, and now he's going through your socials and found out you Black Dot, and you said some foul stuff about the police, and now it's a different energy with it now because you have information about me that you shouldn't have. This is dangerous times, but I think they've been doing that in China with their facial recognition on their credit system and points.
social credit system,
social credits and all of that. But the fact that two Harvard guys can do it, that means a 12-year-old sitting in his house right now can do it.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. These kids are brilliant, and so this is dangerous when you start talking about trafficking. You know what I mean? And the profile. Shit, you might be able to get everything. My driver's license. Oh, I'm a donor. Oh, this is a kidney donor. Oh, okay. It fits this thing goes off the rails. So don't think it's cute.
Yeah.
When that technology is readily available, and stuff like that. Okay. Ain't no more lying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
crazy. Yep.
You were. This says your birth certificate. Your name is Johnny. This shit don't say Janet. Fuck you talking about? I got your whole history right here. You was born Johnny.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's get to some more stuff.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So this will be the last time we talk about Diddy unless something crazy happens. But I think we beat this until it was dead already. But his mother came out and she actually broke her silence in regards to what was happening to her son. This is a quote. She said, "Watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions without ever hearing his side or affirming him the opportunity to present his side. These lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking financial gain, not justice. These individuals saw how quickly my son's legal team settled his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit, so they believe they can receive a quick payday by falsely accusing my son. False allegations of sexual assault thwart true victims of true sexual violence from ever getting the justice they deserve. To make things worse, the federal government is now using these lies to persecute my son. This injustice has been unbearable for our family. The worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son be stripped of his dignity, not for what he did, but for what those people choose to believe about him. And it's more, but I'll end it there.
Okay. I just did part 3.
It was really good.
And it's every victim ain't a victim, right? Now, this is a perfect example of that. Now, that's his mother. She's supposed to say that.
All right.
My mom's is going to be ride or die with me all the way through. Maybe with the exception of PDF files, right?
Yes.
And so, I'm not surprised by those statements. The one person who brought you in here that's going to ride with you to the end is mama. You know what I mean? And so I'm clear with that. But we're talking a couple of separate things here. There's a lawyer who's bringing charges, suing. The government ain't suing him. They're charging him. You know what I'm saying? So we have 2 separate things going on here. The government is charging him with a series of crimes. The lawyer has got a team of people trying to sue him and make money off that. The government doesn't make money off that. So we have to be clear when we start, we have to differentiate. So if she really believes her son is this upstanding citizen who's done amazing charitable things, and this is just an onslaught attack on him, and he's not guilty of any of this, she's delusional. Okay, let's just be clear with that. So we do know it's a variation, some shit going on. It's probably over exaggerated. I don't want to get into all of that shit. But that's what a mother is supposed to say. But we're not going to say that he is a victim when he is a perpetrator, a handler, and somebody who put mad work in on mad people. Please stop. Please stop, mama.
Yeah, also, I'm seeing, I saw this one guy, he posted I think he's a lawyer or he deals with like law stuff. And he responded to the Jaguar right stuff, right? Because a lot of people, and you even said this up here, she hasn't been sued yet. She hasn't been sued, anything like that yet. And he said, when it comes to celebrities and defamation, it is because you're in the public eye, it is way harder to prove that in a court of law. Like way harder. And because she don't really have anything to take. So it behooves the celebrity who she's talking about to not do anything, because you giving that more attention gives her more attention, and then it kind of feeds the beast, so to speak.
Yeah.
Now, I had some gripes with a few people.
Okay.
Now, on the Joe Budden podcast, they brought up Jaguar right? And because they spoke about their Lord and Savior, Jehovah, she spoke about Jay-Z, and they all had a problem with it. They said they think it is irresponsible to have somebody go up on a major platform and accuse somebody of something heinous without any shred of proof other than I got receipts. Okay? I said that's a little ironic. And then one of their co-hosts said, and the fact that you say you got these receipts of somebody doing something heinous and you're not handing it over to the police, you're just saving it for your moment. This is what they said. You're just saving it for your moment. I think you should be held culpable as well. And I said, time out. Everybody has been crip walking to a song that accused somebody of something heinous without other proof other than I got receipts, and he's saving his other receipts for his next diss song. And I just thought that was ironic.
How ironic.
Just me.
Again, fitting the narrative to
it's just who you like. Yeah, it's just who you like.
For that matter, we don't have no evidence on nobody. We don't know if R. Kelly did anything. We don't know if Epstein did anything.
Listen.
I mean, if you want to get
if
real,
you like, it's whoever you like. It is whoever you like. That is it.
Right.
And I just wanted to prove that. I just wanted to just kind of lay that out for everybody. You can call me OVO Malcolm.
Back to the
listen.
She not being sued. She don't have nothing to sue for.
Right.
That's a very critical part of it, along with what it would take for you to have to get your lawyers on it to win what?
Right.
Right
Because
now.
even with remember, because Tasha K, Cardi B, that's an example, right? Cardi B pursued that, and I'm sure out of her lawyers telling her like, yo, don't even like, you know. And
but she wanted to pursue it anyway.
She wanted to prove a point.
She wanted to prove a point because Cardi B from the hood. She like what?
Right.
And so she said, I got money. I want to prove a point. That's all that was.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure, like you said, her lawyers was like, look, don't even waste no time with this. But we are in an age where podcasters have a little bit more weight than maybe 5 years ago. And so what is being said, if it's being said over and over and over, you know, it starts to saturate into your mindset of, you know, so what is true, what's not true, and that's just how social media works.
Real quick for the people, because they're getting at you in the chat because you said R. Kelly. I think everybody was a witness to that.
Yeah. I what I'm saying, but he didn't. Let me be technical. I know what you're talking about, but he didn't get arrested for that.
True. Facts.
That's what I'm talking about. We saw it. He didn't get arrested for that. He beat those charges. You know what I mean? Oil.
That's true.
He said, bitch, you cooking? Right. So he beat those charges. I'm talking about what he actually went to jail for.
That is true.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, so sometimes I get it. That might have been the wrong choice of words, but yeah, absolutely.
No, so Tiffany, no. The point when I say she had a point to prove, because again, your lawyers are gonna say it is because you are famous. You have to prove that the person knew it was fake, that the person knew it would hurt you. It's a lot of stuff that
goes into a defamation charge. Yes.
Yeah, that is hard to prove. That's what they were saying against somebody famous because you, except for a private citizen. Like, I have different rules because I'm Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to a Jay-Z, as opposed to a Cardi B.
And you almost lend credence to what the hell she's talking about.
If you give it attention.
If you really give it attention.
Right. That's what the guy was saying.
Because I was like, that's the tabloids back in the days been out for years saying all kind of bizarre stuff. A lot of that shit was true. But you never hear the celebrities unless one or two things got really bad and they said, but there's something to gain there, Malcolm.
Right.
If I sue the National Enquirer.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
And because I just saw that she is doing an interview, I think on the Art of Dialogue. I feel like those are those couches with Orlando Brown. That is going to be a mess.
Yeah, that's going to be a mess.
That's going to be a mess, and I am not looking forward to it. That is going to be a mess.
They're about to crash out. See, you crash out. You had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage, right? And so you have a spark. And you have a platform, and you crash out. There's nothing I want to hear now. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Yo, guys, and this is gonna be my first episode on this. Somebody's got to say it. Every time anybody from the conscious community or the world, like our world, tries to go mainstream, it does not work out. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
I think it only works against us, in my opinion. But we're going to talk about it. All right? So, that's just we'll talk about it.
Okay. Just do me a favor. Make sure you go all in on it.
Yeah.
That's what our platform for that is for. You dance around shit here, but go all in.
Might as well.
So, they're going to crash out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, because I was talking, me and Avery were driving, I was talking her ear off about it, and she was just like, you should do something. I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, but they're going to crash out with this, and like I told you, fame is the devil's vibration. It's bad. It's bad because the more fame you want, the more it costs you, right? I didn't say money is the devil's vibration. I said fame.
People were confused, right? So when you say what he means is the idea of wanting more fame. You are open to you know when you talk about like spiritual doors being open. The more and more fame that you want, that door is open for somebody to slip in and go, yo, I could do that for you if you do this.
Yes.
I could do that for you if you let me do that to you. I could do it. That's the idea behind it. Not
right. And those
famous,
who control...
not all famous people are evil. Money is not evil. Yeah.
Those who control the fame, yes, control your destiny. I told you, and I used the perfect example. There were many rappers making all the money they wanted on their own. Enough to feed their family, making $1 million out the trunk of their car. That wasn't enough. They wanted to be famous for it. There are many multi-millionaires and billionaires who are anonymous. They don't care about the fame. The fame is a vibration that is controlled by those who sit behind the curtain and control it. That's how they can make a nobody somebody and take somebody and trash them where they are no longer relevant. That's all I'm trying to say. So be careful when you know you're getting all of this fame and attention and you don't know how to harness it and what to do with it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
That's all. Let's get some more stuff.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I saw some clips of RFK Jr. on the Math Hoffa podcast.
Shout out Math Hoffa. He got 1 million subscribers.
Oh, nice.
Shout out Math.
So I saw RFK Jr. on there. Kamala Harris, whatever. She was on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Yes.
Trump was on the Sean Ryan podcast. And I saw all of this. And I'm just saying, like again, the landscape is different from 2016. The landscape is just different. But I also I've seen a pattern, especially with black podcasts. So I'm talking Math specifically, that we allow these politicians to come on our platforms. We're not throwing them softballs because Math doesn't really understand. He doesn't understand what's really going on here.
Right.
So I don't like feeling like our people are getting taken advantage of in these spaces.
Well, first of all, Math is a battle rapper for the most part, from the streets, and I'm not knocking his level of political intelligence and political nuance. But when you bring somebody of that magnitude from that lineage, you know what I'm saying, and what they represent, you have to do your research and your due diligence on what would be the questions that are pertinent for your people. Not just softball stuff. I'm happy that you're here, and I'm going to throw it off and just let you get off. Real tough questions. But that's not his platform. Now, it's not to say politics is not spoken in the barbershop. Because it is.
It absolutely is. Absolutely,
politics are spoken in the barbershop amongst us and things that are relevant to us. So we don't even have to be politicians in the barbershop, and we could be like, look, man, we need jobs, man. We need help. It's always an old dude in the booth, man. That need health care, man. My Social Security check, you know, and so real things that relate to us. And so I didn't watch the interview, so I got to be careful on how I speak about which angles he took. But this is a political heavyweight coming into your barbershop. And so you got to be kind of careful with that and do your due diligence and make sure it's not just for the ratings that you're bringing them in there to say, yeah, I brought JFK, you know, or RFK in there. And no, what's the point of it? You know, like I said, we had an opportunity to interview your New York mayor.
Yeah.
And we was like, nope, because you're not going to sit up here and give me that yuck mouth, all them damn yuck mouth answers about nothing, because I'm going to ask you real shit. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be shit that make you uncomfortable, and not to show you up or nothing. It's because this is what we do on our show. These are what my people are gonna want to know. And if you're not willing to answer that, and you're gonna dance around it, I'm good on that. I'm good. I don't need the ratings and all of that shit. Nah, I'm good.
So that's I don't know. Like when I see that, I'm just like I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like Kamala, like I said, she was on the Call Her Daddy podcast, and people were ripping her because they just thought the timing was weird because she did that interview as these Hurricane Helena stuff was going on. You know what I mean? And you know, and those interviews,
reading the room saying, guys, let me postpone that interview perhaps.
Yeah.
We have real issues going on. Let me go out on the front line. I get it.
And I was saying this before as well. Like, I don't know how much of these interviews, I don't know how much they kind of move the needle for the candidates.
Right.
Because the Call Her Daddy audience, all the host was doing, Alex Cooper, all she was doing was going, repeat, how you felt about when Trump said this. Can you say that again? And sitting back and letting her get her stuff off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's not about truth. It's not about trying to get to the bottom of whatever the hell is going on, however the hell this person actually feels about whatever the hell her policy is. It's about just kind of reaffirming and just being in front and seeming like I'm doing media, I'm from the people. Just me.
Yeah. And back to reiterate, as we spoke, podcasts now are relevant. You know what I mean? And so when you used to have to do CNN and just the TV, you got to get out in the trenches, and you got to, and sometimes it's just a nice photo op for RFK to be sitting in a black barbershop with some gangsters or old gangsters and battle rappers who probably got charges and all of that. And it's just a photo op for Kamala to say, I am a part of the people. Because remember, I grew up in a middle town. When a middle class family, we didn't have much, and so that reaffirms that.
Somebody said if Kamala gave you $1 million, that would softball questions her too. Absolutely, facts.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So you grew up where? In a small middle class family
community. Tell me about your grandmother.
And the smoking weed, listening to Tupac. Tell me about that.
Tell me about you were smoking weed. Yeah. During those times. Tell me all about
that.
Absolutely.
No cap in our rap.
Yeah. I'll be like, tell me why you hate Trump so much. Yeah.
Because he's a liar. Disgusting.
For $1 million? You damn right. Right. Cash me out, nigga. Cash me out.
That's funny.
Then I'll do a public announcement for it too. I'll do a Magic Johnson. Just gonna say it. Black men, we gotta get out. We gotta get out and vote as men.
Oh my God.
For Kamala. Magic, you should be who your son voting for. He ain't a black man, or is he? Niggas went in on him tough. They said, yo, you should be worried about your own son. Show that nigga high heels and a dress. Nigga, you telling me about being a black man and what I need to do? Huh? What we talking about, son?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
That's funny. So,
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Condolences. Cissy Houston passed away at 91.
Yes, today. Whitney Houston's mom, Cissy Houston, passed away at 91. Condolences to her and her whole family. Yeah. We got the results in from Chino XL's death. Mm-hmm. His family left a statement. He died of suicide.
Wow.
Yeah, he was battling some mental issues. And so deepest condolences out to him and his family.
Condolences,
and also Rich Homie Quan, the results came in. It was a whole lot of stuff in his system. Let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? The fentanyl and this and that and so much was in his system. So these are some of the results that are coming in, you know what I mean, from, these untimely deaths. A lot of death.
Yeah,
a lot of people
sheesh.
Are transitioning, should we say.
Yo, it's a lot of like it's a lot of celebrities recently, like the last month and a half. It's like, whoa, what's going on?
Lot going on.
What
with
is
that.
going on?
So yeah, condolences there. You want to go on a commercial break now?
Is it time?
Oh, we can rock it. Let's throw another story in there.
All right, let's do one more story. Then we go on the commercial break. This is random, but today is the 14-year anniversary of Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? And wow, I was gonna first I remember getting in my freshman year of college, and to see where it is now, and to see how much it affects society now is crazy. Like, I remember getting it. Everybody's taking pictures of their food. Yeah. Everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Getting 10 likes on something was ill. Like, you like that. 20 likes, you like that. They're not showing the rest of the names no more, because they used to show everybody who liked your stuff if you got like 5 likes, right? They show everybody's name. Yeah. And then after 10, it'll be like, it'll just say the number. But to see where it is now, to see how it's affected an entire generation, 14 years, that is an entire generation of kids who were born and just know Instagram, right? They just know you post stuff on Instagram and stuff like that. Like, and what it's done to the psychological health of these kids, what it's done to a lot. It is just a fascinating thing to look at.
It is, and remember, I'm from an era where, of course, not to age myself, but everything for us was personal touch, personal feel, personal come outside and play, and to have a generation who they got friends all over the world that they may never see. Never see. I was telling Odyssey just the other day, even when we fought, it was a certain nuance. Like, we would be standing there and we really don't want to fight, and somebody would put their hand in the middle. I hit their hand. They hit that person. Now me and that person is thumping. Just weird stuff we used to do as kids that this generation don't know nothing about, won't know nothing about. And this is why when they get around each other, it's weird. It's like, dude, I need to see you on the screen. I don't need you to be in my mix. So that's the era. And now it's going to take another quantum leap with the VR situation that's becoming more lifelike, where we can all meet up in Spain with our VR sets and certain gloves and actually have sensational, touchy-feely, kind of. And so this thing is different.
And Instagram back in the day, it was lawless. Like, first, it'll show you what your followers are liking. So you couldn't even be low. Like, you could see things, and it was no DM. So what you had to do, you had to go back on her, like, on Shorty's, like, page, like, months, and old picture, weeks ago. Like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? And then that's how you get it off. But, like, now it's DMs and stuff like that. But it was lawless. It was lawless.
Right. Yeah.
It was lawless back in the day, man. It was dangerous times.
Interesting stuff, bro. Interesting stuff. Malcolm, do you know, I have a list here of the 20 most dangerous cities in the world.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Are you in
These
the
are
world?
The most dangerous cities in the world, Malcolm.
Okay, let's see.
Give me a second here. I want to make sure I pull it up correctly. Oh, Mama Dot has it on the screen. So you American niggas need to humble yourself. America don't even make the top 10.
Oh, nice. Good.
Memphis comes in at number 11.
Oh. God damn.
Baltimore number 15. This is the world. So, but Caracas, Johannesburg, San Pedro, Rio de Janeiro. These are real gangsters. God. Salvador, bro. The port of Spain, son, they wilding out there. All right, so all that old son, take that shit on out. Chicago didn't even make the list.
Wow.
All right, Albuquerque tops the list at number 20, and that's New Mexico.
New
and
Mexico,
that shit is probably Salvador. You know, San Juan or some shit. You know?
God damn.
Look at this list. Tijuana, Cape Town. They wild.
Damn.
Yeah.
Somebody said Gotham. Yo, side note, me and Eli, we didn't come back yet, but once we do, me and Eli, we gotta talk about Gotham. My God. I mean, not Gotham, the Penguin.
Oh, okay.
Boy, that is some TV.
Okay, I want to watch that. I'm hearing the Joker ain't worth the money.
Oh, I heard it's terrible. Yeah,
they said it's terrible. Cause me, Eli, we were going to see it tomorrow, and
I could have told you
changed our mind.
I could have told you that they were saying for the last 3 years it was going to be a musical.
And I didn't think they literally meant that, Malcolm.
Yeah, and then I'm watching the trailers, and I'm just like, this is like, the first one was a lightning in the bottle. Like, it was good unexpectedly. Like, people say, yo, it was really good, but and that was like word of mouth, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
This one, and the director said it was supposed to be a standalone movie, but it did so well that they just threw him $100 million to direct the next one, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna do what I want, and they was like, yeah, go ahead, and it was terrible.
Terrible, Kenny. That's terrible.
But The Penguin on HBO, check that out.
All right, is this season 3?
It's season 1. It's episode 3.
Season 1, episode 3?
Guys,
all right, I'm in.
And
I'm in.
I'm saying it here. The Penguin, the actor who's Colin Farrell, he is giving a Heath Ledger type performance in every one of these episodes. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think by the end of the season, that'll be the top like Gotham, like DC villain actor. Like he's smoking that shit.
Okay, I like it.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we shall return.
Yeah.
What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying?
Shout out to the brothers Black Dot and his son Malcolm. Those brothers are doing a wonderful job breaking down the information so we can see these perspectives from another angle. And the enlightenment courses are going to get better with time. I think this is going to be one of the best ones to actually explain the occult metaphysical symbolism of what's really going on in the connection with Diddy in the year of the dragon, that's connected to certain solar aspects, lunar aspects, the polarity in one of the laws of the 7 hermetic laws of the universe, and how they use these characters to distract us from important things that's happening. I think someone told me the UN, United Nations, is doing something real big while we're paying attention to this Diddy thing. But either way, I wanted to show the symbolism of why they're using him, connect the astrology and the gematria, the Hebraic science that I showed you guys in the basic 101, 102, and advanced angelic number classes that you can also check out on this platform, as well as my Patreon, in decoding these type of events and the connections to numerical values and in connections to the planetary powers. Sean Combs is very much a character that they're going to play with for the next coming years. This is just the beginning, but it's interesting. There's some things in his chart to the reason why they chose him for this sudden reaction of events for 2024, and I'm going to show you some of that stuff today. Very much connected to Venus. If you look at his tropical and sidereal chart, which I will show you it in a minute, it has a lot of Venus connections, which Kamala has a lot of Venus connections. She's impersonating Venus, which I will show you. And Cassie, which popped all of this stuff off with the video that was released of her in the hotel getting beaten down by Diddy, that also has some Venus or Venusian energies connected to it. And you have to understand, like what Black Dot says. Sometimes you may think that we're pulling our shoulder out when we reveal you this stuff, but it's very important to understand that it's very much a thing. It's very much a thing when we show you some things that people aren't going to talk about. Now, I know this video will be one of the top understandings of what's going on behind the scenes of how they're manipulating the aspects of effervescence, energy polarities from a black magic point of view. And Black Dot hinted at some of that stuff, and that was very good when he was talking about the sex magic and the tantra that happens from the Lima magic order. When you see Jay-Z wear that shirt, "Do Without Wilt," it's connected to the Thelemic orders.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
And we are back. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight. Show 499.
499. We thank you. I'm hearing we need 200 more likes to put 1,000 on the board. Help us out.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Hit the like buttons. Tonight, how many of y'all's in here? 1,800 of y'all in here.
Yeah, half of y'all need to, a little bit more than half. Again, in the description is a clip of the 17th anniversary of a 10-year celebration.
Yeah, I had a really good time. I had a really good time.
Ball.
Yeah, we had a ball.
All right, me and Mama Dot was out there showing up and showing out. Phil Valentine was showing up and showing out.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get off here, go back in and check the link.
Yeah.
And you get to see Dot cleaned up. You know what I'm saying?
I picked out the groomsmen suits.
Say it again?
I picked those out. I picked out the groomsmen suits.
Yes, Malcolm picked out the groomsmen suits.
I picked those out.
And I'm just showing love to my old lady. Showing love to my old lady.
To my old lady.
To my old lady. You know?
All right, so let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, and for the people who are watching us right now, what you just saw was a clip from Ani Osoru's geometrical breakdown of the Diddy situation that is in the membership right now. We're gonna add a section in the membership, so like all the new stuff that goes in, it'll just be in one spot because people get confused. And we want this to be a very seamless experience. And I'm gonna even record some videos to show you guys how to even do that as well, because we want this experience to be a great one for you. You know what I mean?
Yep. And so the minute you log in, I want you to go directly to what's new. So it'll be whatever Malcolm did, I did, Obar did, whoever did, all the new stuff. The latest podcast for members will be in there. Also, we're going to be doing audio podcast exclusively for members.
Yes.
So if you're listening to the audio right now, because the audio crowd is a different animal.
It is a different animal.
They got a different. Yes. And so some of the episodes now we will record, and our rants and all of that, we'll turn those into audio pieces. And so now, you can come over.
Yes, you'll get a code and you can add it to your Apple, your Spotify, and then it'll be private. If you're a member, you'll get it and it'll work straight.
Yeah,
so.
we're expanding this thing.
Listen,
Shout
man.
out Brother Oba, Obadina.com, because we're getting close to, he still has the $74 sale going on. Election protection. Okay? And so Oba being there, doing what he does. This is not a game, right?
Yeah.
And so when he go into his zone, he gonna give it to you raw. And this is what you're gonna need coming into these times, because like I said, I feel this election is gonna be different.
It's different. It feels different, man.
It feels different, man. Feels something different about this thing feels different to me. And so I just want to be prepared. So, and you need to be prepared too. Get those readings.
All right. So let's do it. Get your questions ready. We have some stories, and if ask a question, we'll get to it. All right. So let's do it.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Coach Wayne, shouts because you're a Penn State fan. Shouts out to the University of Miami Hurricanes. All right, 5-0 going in. I think they face Louisville this week. That's gonna be a toughie. But these last 2 games have showed a lot of heart and willpower, and it's not good for my blood. It's not good for my blood pressure. My hair's gray already, and they're stressing me out. But shouts out to them. Shouts out to my alma mater, Mount St. Michael Academy. They are 5-0. They look good. I watched some of the highlights. They look really good. So shouts out to them as well.
All
right. So, I guess sticking to sports, LeBron James and Bronny James shared the court together the other night for a preseason game. I thought that was big.
Yeah, it's big.
Somebody said that the GOAT debate is over because they put Jordan's son doing coke next to Bronny on the court with his pops, and made it happen. But shouts out to him. That's a moment. You get what I'm saying? That is a moment. Regardless of what you feel.
Of how you feel about LeBron, it's just a moment. That's it. It's a moment that and I seen it in baseball with Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr.
They were
monsters.
Nice. Yeah. Both of them were nice.
Yeah, they both was. Son is better than the dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Barry Bonds and his dad both played. I don't think they played together though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and so you see it, but to watch it happen. And listen, this is what I say. When the regular season starts, you give them a game or two.
Yeah,
You have that moment, and then you say, brother, come here, man. Go sit over there.
Way down there.
Down. No. Further down that way.
Yeah.
If there's a blowout, get ready. All right, just be standing there ready for the blowout because you can get some minutes.
Yeah.
We trying to win here. Let's not turn this into something really this ain't Pop Warner, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Pop Warner coach and Shorty mom's bad.
Yeah, you gotta.
I gotta get him some minutes. Shorty mom's bad, son.
You know what I mean?
And she done came over personally to my house to discuss how we can get her son,
some playing time.
Yeah. And that's how you learn. Don't yell at me. I'm talking to the rest of the team. Don't yell at me. I'm the coach. This is how he learned. Get in there, little man. Get in there. Get your time on. Yeah. This ain't Pop Warner. This is the pros.
Oh, real quick, guys. I want to remind you guys, Show 500 will be this Saturday, not Thursday. It'll be Saturday. Thursday, we'll throw something else up for you guys to kind of, hold you over until our 500 episode celebration. All right?
Yes.
So 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Saturday.
Or should we do it earlier?
Maybe 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Let's do 7 o'clock.
All right, we'll do 7.
Yeah, let's do 7.
We'll do 7 o'clock on Saturday. Yep.
I can hit the road.
But on Thursday, we'll probably throw up a classic Black Dot joint. Yes. Put that out there. Keep the line moving.
All right. Coach Wayne said another Saturday show. The last one was during COVID. I don't even remember that. Shouts out to you, Coach Wayne. See, that would have been a good trivia question. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Shouts out to that. Okay.
No, you can't get 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. You come on.
Jeez. You know how long it is sitting here? For an hour and a half? But you can get an hour and 20 minutes straight through. If you remember.
Thanks.
No commercials. That's going to be rough. Here, son. Up on the ropes. No commercials.
We used to do it without commercials before.
I know.
When we first started. That was
long time ago.
So I wanted to get to the story. I thought this was funny. So the in Atlanta, because a lot of Atlanta is a real enterprising city. For black people. You know what I mean? A lot of black people are out there hustling, making money, creating their own lanes. However, there's a deeper side to Atlanta.
There's a grift, a energy of griftness that runs through there like a swirl of griftness.
Yeah,
a hurricane of griftness that makes its way through there. Yeah, continue.
It is right. So this is a guy who was doing all these people's veneers, and he was not a dentist, and he was doing all these people's veneers. People were getting infections and stuff like that. He was just arrested. And fam, like, come on, guys,
dude, he had his page was popping. People were showing their veneers, like, and he like, and it didn't dawn on him. First of all, if I am a competing veneerist, I don't know if that's the term, right?
Yeah.
And I'm hating, like, yo, how he getting? Yeah. So I look him up. All right, where did he go to school? Nowhere. Yeah. Nowhere. Oh, this nigga's going to jail. You know what I mean? That's just how competition works. How you gonna be out here flossing like you a doctor?
And then, so I didn't even peep this. He was charging $6,000 for his veneer tech class. God damn. Oh,
see? When the grifters are grifting, you know what I mean?
Whose event was he at? Whose event was he teaching at? Like, come on.
And then he can upsell you. Like, if you pay all up front, you're gonna get the extra veneer class on how to do the fiberglass veneers. But if you want what? And you not that's like saying I went to Yale, right? And I did go to Yale.
I already know what you're about to do.
But I didn't graduate from Yale. I didn't graduate from Princeton, but they got them free online classes, and I took a few. Because me and Eli both took courses from Columbia University for sports management. So I went to Columbia. I studied at Columbia.
Oh my God.
I'm not lying. I studied at Columbia.
Yeah.
So that's how that thing works. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. So yeah.
More questions.
Any questions? Somebody said Category 5 grift hurricane.
Yeah, that's a Category 5 grift, nigga. Shit. Veneers, you in my mouth? It ain't like you sold me a program to make more books or something. That's cool. That's not personal. You in my mouth? Talking about, I got you fitted for your veneers, and I'm walking around. Nah, son. Nah, I'm good on that.
Oh, so I thought this is a cool story. An HBCU-backed high school is set to open next fall in New York City.
Yes. What's the sister's name?
So the students in this HBCU program, led by Delaware State University, shout out to Del State, can begin earning college credits during their freshman year, right? So high school in New York City will feature its first early college program supported by an HBCU. This is according to Black Enterprise Magazine, okay? Or .com, rather. Students in the Queen-based high school can enroll in the program and earn college credits before graduation in its partnership with Delaware State. The school... hold on. My bad. The school will begin admitting students next fall. Moreover, it will complete New York City School Chancellor David Banks' pledge for more accelerated high schools in the outer boroughs. In Banks' annual State of the School speech, September 17th, he mentioned that Vice President Kamala Harris's own HBCU background was inspiration for this inaugural program. So shouts out to these kids.
Clap that up.
Who will get college credit in high school. That is fine.
Not only that, they're going to be making trips to Delaware State in the summertime, and kind of get the kids into the feel of what it's like. And that's important. I remember Odyssey went on a college tour. She did all the HBUs, was like a weekend thing that they stopped by and visited. And that's important so that young people can understand that there are possibilities. Absolutely. And she is a real graduate of Delaware. She's not selling veneers.
So that's crazy. Shouts out. And I haven't worked for the DOE in so long. I didn't even know they had a new chancellor. Sheesh.
Yeah, and now he's out.
Yeah, now he's out, right? Yeah.
And as of today, his brother quit too.
Jeez. But remember, he was they put him in the news for helping Eric Adams' girl get that $200,000 no-show job.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a mess in New York City right now.
So the NYC deputy mayor for public safety, Phil Banks, has resigned.
Jeez. Wait, that's his brother? Wait, they were brothers?
His brother. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Eric Adams was wilding.
He was wilding. He was,
but you know what's crazy? He did what every black person said they would do if they get.
I'm gonna hook you up, son.
Yeah.
Son, you ain't hook a brother up.
I don't even know if I could be mad.
Yeah, come on. I'm not mad.
I don't even know if I could be
mad. But they were supposed to run a very tight ship. Yeah, if you're going to do that, because this is New York City, so the scrutiny is on you, and you got to run a tight ship. Yeah. You can't have your baby mama got a $200,000 job, a no-show job too. People talk. Who she thinks she is? Oh no,
they were going crazy.
200 racks. That's the kind of job I need. Hook me up with a no-show joint.
Eat them all in the building. Listen, man, I've had plenty of days after high school having to run past Edenwood because...
Yeah, they laying for y'all. And y'all little Catholic suits on and shit, walking by and shit. And they like, you niggas is food.
Yo, oh my gosh. But you got to run down... If you know what Edenwood is, you got to run down the Boston Road because they had beef with them. So you got to run into there.
Yeah, you got to run down there. But what I did notice, even when I went to school, and this is not to big up Catholic kids' schools, these are regular kids. They just go to Catholic school. And so you think you can run up on them and punk them, and they just put in work.
Now, so it depends, though. It depends, because if I'm with some other kids that are sweet, I can't be the only one out there. Like, we all got to run in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you're not about... one time we went, it's a middle school across the street from Edenwood. And it's a ball court over there, but it's one way in, one way out. And our dumbasses were in there on the far court, and we shooting, and I'm just looking at the other side. I just see more and more people coming across, and then my man Trav looked at me like, "Mike, you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's start getting dressed, get up out of here before it gets sticky." Yeah.
Y'all
Good
was
times,
about
man.
to be food.
Yeah, it was about to. Good times, man. Good times. Any questions? They got any questions, man? Before we get up out of here? Oh, you have here that the American dream costs $4.4 million. Is that due to a study?
Yes, this is due to a study, and I'm going to bring that up so you can kind of see that. I like to, they said that according to them, the new American dream, like if you want to live here in America, do fine things, is $4.4 million. And this is how they broke it down. Retirement, you need $1.6 million in your account to retire. And I guess that's to last you for the rest of your life, probably getting $10,000 a month, whatever the case may be. Home ownership is $930,000 for a decent home in a decent neighborhood. Raising 2 kids, Malcolm, $832,000.
Join the membership, guys.
Join the membership. Malcolm got to raise these goddamn kids.
Join the membership.
Listen, all the way through high school, this, that, medical, they need braces. Little nigga want to take soccer, piano lessons.
My son is going to eat us. My son is going to eat us into the poorhouse.
Oh,
all
his
he does
new
is
name
eat.
Is Snack Man.
That's all he does is just eat, bro. Like,
we
he
was
don't
calling that
stop.
little nigga Snack Man. Not Batman, Snack Man. He just like, yo, icy? chips, pizza, popsicle, Cheez-Its. And you can't hide this stuff because
he can
we
read.
moved the popcorn from one location to another location, but he was watching. So he's this, and we try to say it's no more popcorn. He said, Grandpa, please stop, Grandpa. The popcorn is right over here, Grandpa. Then Mama Dot eating the popcorn, and she gave him some, and she said, no more, okay? He said, Grandma, you got a whole big bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And so his level of awareness, but yeah, Snack Man. Okay, so that's 832,000, right? Owning new cars over the course of your life,
Okay.
$811,000. I don't know what kind of cars they drive.
I don't know what kind of car that is, man.
I'm
That's
driving like a
crazy.
hoopty and some other shit. And I'm going to trade one hoopty in for another hoopty, which is better, shit on it, right? Annual vacations over your life, $179,000. I can believe that.
I can believe that, yeah.
Odyssey went on 8 vacations in the last 2 years.
She had the best year of anybody I know.
Yeah. Wedding, $44,000. Malcolm, that's how much your wedding is gonna cost. And you know how women get, fellas, we could just go down the aisle and make it happen. No, it's gotta be these daisies, those flowers, that dress. I want a crystal waterfall, I want that coming down. I want doves. Real doves, Malcolm. You got to open up the cage, let the doves fly out. It's a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. Pets, $37,000. This is real stuff here, Malcolm. We have spent quite a few thousand on Bowser.
Yeah, keeping Bowser alive.
Keeping Bowser alive cost us 5-6 racks one time, just to kind of. And I was like, look. I was already getting my speech ready. In the world, life is about giving and taking and, the circle of life. And, they said no, so we brought him back. And then the last time and then he eats a special dog food, God.
Yeah.
And it's the shipments have to come in and, so I can see that happening. And then the funeral is $8,000. So to leave this piece, it's gonna run you 8 racks. And what they do is, you know how they do? They want to know how much the policy is. Oh, we're sorry for your loss, Mr. Bowser. How much is the policy? 40 grand. Oh, okay. Well, then they show you the 40 grand package. $35,000. You know how you want to put your loved ones away, right? We got the white glove service, a marble casket, all that. But I finally got $8,000. They showed me the $8,000 book.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, side note, a dude on TikTok, this was just his rant, and I sent it to you and Mama Dot.
Yeah, it was a good one.
He said 740 million people have died in America in recorded history.
In history, yes.
He said there's only 4 million
Plaques.
grave sites.
Yeah.
So he just said, where are all these people?
Yeah.
Even the ones you cremating, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
It's just not making sense.
Yeah.
And you could do this on your own. Ask Chat GPT how many people die per year, then ask them how many grave sites we have in America. Yeah. And now you can say for some people being cremated, that's fine. I think
it was more like 300 million people have died.
Yeah.
Not 700 million, but
And still only 4 million grave sites?
Yeah, no, it is a large gap there.
And they said it's only a 100-year lease on before they can dig somebody up.
Yeah.
See, that's the shit they telling you. Black Dot told you this shit years ago that we're sorry for your loss. We done hit you for 35 racks.
Yeah.
When you get to the funeral, the grave site, we gonna put on a beautiful show, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, but you never see them lower the body into the ground.
No, sometimes
all
you do.
the dirt on them and put your headstone there. They watch you leave. It's some 2 Mexicans out there and tilling the yard, And as soon as you drive off, they roll that body back up and take that casket, put it back on display, and throw your ass somewhere else. Then when you show up 4 years later, I want to see my mother. You don't know where your mother was. You don't know that shit. You be like, yeah, Johnson. They pull out a big ass dusty book and go, oh, yeah, Johnson, a plaque, 7C. And then you go over there and there's your mama.
You were like, I don't remember being this far.
Yeah, but you know, it's been a while. Yeah. You can believe what you want to believe. You can believe what you want to believe.
Somebody said, "Not keep the Mexicans employed in his head."
They gotta keep jobs. They have to keep a job. Gotta keep a job.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. With that being said, tonight was fun.
Yes.
All right. Show 499. We'll see you guys on show 500 this Saturday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are not a member, consider it. Go to UrbanX.NYC.
Please consider becoming a member.
Consider becoming a member. We got some more amazing stuff coming, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.